Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Soul Echo Tarot. So today I'm taking advantage of the 555 portal and we are going to go over your psychic abilities and some blockages you may have with them. The links will be in the description box, but I want you to choose the card your intuition pulls you towards the most. Don't forget that tarot reveals truths in our current story and that I don't have your answers, only you have your answers. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, since this is a general reading for the collective. And I'd love to hear from you guys, so leave me feedback in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in your reading. Bye. Hello everyone and welcome to your pick a card. This is for my pile 1, or clairvoyance. Clairvoyance is also called clear seeing. This means you are able to see events before they happen, and this can be in daydreams, dreams, visions, or you can see actual physical entities. Clairvoyance is your third eye being wide open. So we're going to pull some cards, see how you are, and see what is blocking you from this ability. So for your first card, let's get a card that represents you. For my pile 1, for my clairvoyant pile, one card that represents you. Okay. Now, one card that represents your gift. Your clairvoyant gift. One card that represents this gift. And I'm going to do the one that flipped over. Okay. And one card on any blockages. And we have that 9 of Swords that came out right there. Okay. So I will just do it like this. Okay. So we have the 2 of Pentacles representing you. And in this clairvoyant reading, it's a juggle between the truth and like reality and what you believe is reality. Maybe you're struggling to maintain your gift. Maybe you're trying to keep one foot on the ground like this one here, but your spirituality is calling, pulling you up towards something bigger, towards something better. See, everybody has these gifts. We just have blockages that prevent us from utilizing them. For clairvoyance, there are tons of stories, especially you can find on Reddit, of when people just saw something, knew something, either in a dream or something that had happened and then happened to them again in real life. So your gift is this one here, the 6 of Cups, and this can represent a past. Like maybe it started up when you were a child. That's when you started seeing things happening. That's when you started to take into account of these happening. Maybe it was a sibling that was with you during that time, or maybe you saw something that happened to that sibling. There's also a person here in the background in this card. I don't know if you can see it, but that can also represent like a spirit that had contacted you or connected with you when you were a child. Maybe something that was in your home that you weren't aware of, or that only you were aware of, because children are a lot more open. Clairvoyance is your third eye being open, you being able to see between the different realms and dimensions. And a blockage is your fear of this gift. See, these are her anxieties, and these can also represent those spirits that you're able to see. So this is about worry and fear, and that's what's blocking you, is that fear of getting this gift. And this is why you're juggling. See, the 2 of Pentacles is you juggling between accepting this gift and not accepting it, because you want to stay on this physical realm in reality. but the guides want you to embrace this gift. But the thing is, you have to have boundaries. So if you are still seeing spirits, entities, that type of thing in your life right now, maybe you have like nightmares, them popping up in your dreams. Maybe you're having like sleep paralysis. That could be a possibility as well. And if that's the case, you do need to set your boundaries, because you are in this physical realm, in this 3D realm. You have the body. You are more powerful than you even know. You are more powerful than these fears and these people in the spirit realm that are maybe in this like negative energy, because you also have guides and angels watching over you with like these clouds in the sky. They're always there, but you're not aware of them, and they're even in this card here too. So a blockage to your clairvoyance would be your fear of embracing your gift. So I'm gonna pull a few oracle cards as well to get more clarity on what's going on. Maybe see how many I can fit. Maybe like 2 or 3. Let's do 2. Clarity on this gift and situation. And I saw you flip over. Where did you go? I thought I saw one flip. Yes, there it is. It's right there. And we have rigid. So I'm actually going to put this over here. And rigid is you not accepting these gifts. You're not being open-minded enough to believe that they're actually there. Okay, one more card. And we have success. Okay, so once you do accept this gift, you will have success with it. With clearly seeing things that maybe other people don't see. Maybe helping people or changing things because you're able to see that situation. So once you have the ability to grasp this clairvoyant, you will be successful. And then here is a raven, and ravens also represent spirits coming to visit you. So maybe maybe you have like a family member that has passed away, and they're coming to you in your dreams, and you're fearful of that, or you don't know what it means. Maybe yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. And I feel like because you're so rigid, you're missing a lot of things that could have been prevented, could have been changed. Like you're too distracted in juggling here that you don't see these waves coming up to do something about it. You know what I mean? So once you accept your gift, you'll be able to handle it and learn from like your past mistakes, because you're not a kid anymore. You're learning. And I'm actually pulling some more oracle cards from the S.E.T Oracle to get some more information. How we can unblock these blockages. How you can stop being so fearful. So let's see. How can you stop being so fearful and accept your gifts? And accept that reality has many layers to it. It's not just what we see. And look at that. I am accepting. What did I just say? Perfect. Okay. And let's get one more. And this one says, I regard all altars with respect. And this is talking about your safe, sacred space, maybe, and also like your religious or spiritual space. All altars means you respect every person's perspective, and even if it's different from your own, even if it's not the same as this other person, you still respect them. Like these guides, guides or spirits here that are coming to visit you. And look, another bird right here, and it looks like a raven too, actually. Let me go. So it's respecting them. So I don't know, kind of reminds me like when I was a teenager, we would sneak out, you know, we went to this house that people would say would be haunted, right? And I remember one of my friends actually laughed at the dead, and I'm like, don't disrespect the dead like that. You don't want to mess with them. Like, they deserve the respect we deserve ourselves, you know what I mean? They're still spirits. We are spiritual beings. So respect is a big thing about this, and once you have your boundaries, they will respect you as well. You need to set up boundaries because you are more powerful than you know. I know I said it earlier, but it's so true. And there are ways for you to do psychic protection, spiritual protection. So maybe that is something for you to look into in developing your clairvoyant gift. And this year, like, once you respect these altars, they'll start pouring into you. Like, they'll start giving you the information, the intuition, the knowledge that you need at this time. And you see how it's between the two pillars here? That means there's more information that you are not aware about, but could become aware about with this sun right here. So your abilities are there. You just need to believe in them. And after this, I'll actually do a test for you to like test yourself and your intuitive abilities, because clairvoyance is all about visual seeing. And it's not just in this physical realm, it's in all of the realms that make up this physical realm. And you might just have access to a few of those, like in astral travel, lucid dreaming, that type of thing. But this little activity will help you strengthen that intuition and test you in that regard. Let me see what else. And I feel like still you are divinely protected, like with these fractals right here. I don't know if you see them or know what a fractal is. It's the same thing as the ammonite. It's a never-ending loop, and that makes up a lot of my belief that everything recycles. Like, everything, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed. So like, you're protected in this ability, and this shows that you're always transforming. So no matter what you choose, the time will go on. Like, life will go on, pretty much. Like, you don't have to accept it, but once you do, good things will happen for you. Like, you'll start to know things, see things. The land is green, so ideas and stuff will become fertile for you. And she's just like pouring, and this can symbolize you or a guide. Like, the guide is pouring into you this information, and then you can also be pouring this information into yourself from this guide that talks to you. So this is what I'm seeing with my clairvoyant group pile 1. I hope it brought some insight on your abilities, what some blockages may be, and some help with owning your gift, because once you own your gift, you're going to be successful. Like, there's so many things you can do with seeing, like, that sight. Kind of reminds me of the show Psych. Even though he was a fake psychic or whatever, he was able to see things and put things together in a way that made more sense, more understanding, more like, he can see the connections that other people can't. And then you can see that in this constellation here too. And you see the hand is blocking her face. Like, you need to get these blockages out of the way, and then you'll be able to put the things together. I am accepting of this gift and of these guides and spirits that may come to visit me. And you know, like, if that energy is negative, you'll know, because you do have guides watching you. Like this guy up here, he's watching you. These ones are like laughing at her, and this one is just there. But these ones are the ones she needs boundaries with. These ones are the ones that'll help her connect to the cosmos up here. And then this one represents the swords of fear, that she can pick up a sword off of this dude's head and like swish it in the air, you know what I mean? So she has the power to overcome this. You guys have the power to overcome these fears and these things that are holding you back. So I say you do it. So that's all I'm seeing at this time. I'd like to thank your guides, my guides, the creators, and the collective. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and stick around, because right after this I'm doing that that intuition test for your clairvoyance. This is for my pile 1, my clairvoyant group. So use your third eye. What stone am I going to place inside my little box right here? This will be the test to help you become more aware, or to see where you are at with your clairvoyance. So I'll give you a few seconds here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and place one in the box. Okay, are you guys ready to see? I'll give you a few more seconds. And we have the angel light. Did you guys guess correctly? Let me know in the comments. Hello pile 2, welcome to your reading. This reading is going to be for all of my clairaudient folks. So clairaudience is clear hearing. This means you receive messages from spirit through sound, which can include music, song lyrics, voices, pretty much anything audio. So we're going to go ahead and do a reading for you today. I'm going to pull your tarot cards first, and then we'll go into your oracle cards. We're going to start with you, your gift, and any blockages. So for my pile 2, my clairaudient folks, one card representing you. And we have the 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. And one card representing your gift. And we have the Well. And lastly, one card representing any blockages. Oops, sorry. Come on. There we go. Oop. Okay. So let's see. So right now, you might be in a good spot. Maybe too much in a good spot. It can be like overindulgence into something. The 9 of Cups is never a bad card though. This is considered the wish card. So I'm thinking that your clairaudience gift you might not be aware of, but you may have like other gifts here, like in these cups here, or at least you're open to it. You're very open to what gifts you have. So this card actually represents your gift, and the card is the Well. And the Well is included in this tarot deck, the Ethereal Visions by Matt Hughes. It's an additional major arcana card, and it's all about creation. You creating the life you want. And it's like the well of creation, like anything can happen. So I feel like since this is for clairaudience, this could be like a bell. It's a pendulum, but it could also represent like a bell. And this can be like the sound coming out from the bell. So you can be receiving these messages from spirit. You just have to be more open to it, and you have to recognize that it's there. Like, I think that's what's going on, is you're not recognizing that it's there because it's a little like cloudy in the background. But if you took time to like look within yourself, actually ask spirit for messages through sound, you'll get them. Like, you have to use your voice, use the sound that comes out of your mouth to ask spirit for these messages, and then listen. That's another thing you need to do, is actually listen. Sit quietly and listen to all the sounds around you, the birds chirping, the cars going by, somebody on the radio, somebody on the TV, something like that, because sound is all around us. Like how it's all around her, sound is all around us. And I feel like since this is the well of creation, like multiple gifts could come out of this. And clairaudience is actually one of my more powerful gifts that I have. And some of your blockages, we have the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands has all of these people here in the background looking at him. This card is usually a victory. So maybe these people are causing you to not hear these messages. I also feel like maybe you're ignoring these people in order to hear these messages. It could go either way because it is a card of victory. And since it's in reverse, that's why I feel more like you're hesitant about it. But the thing is, the people are the ones with the messages, the voices, the music, everything that's around you, like I said, has sound. You just have to be more aware of it. And that's something that's blocking you, is that you're not aware of it. So maybe you are victorious. You're riding on this horse right here and you're like, yes, my life is good. Things are good. And spirit is trying to give you messages, but you don't hear spirit. Maybe you're hearing like just this physical world around you. Okay. And this Nine of Cups here, like, it's still a good message. You're good where you are standing. And like, I feel like you can embrace all of these gifts because all of these gifts are available to us. We just need to see them and acknowledge them. See how he's just like ignoring these cups below him? And he's happy. He knows they're there, but he's not acknowledging them. And that's why I think it's in reverse, because it's not being acknowledged. And here too, it's not being acknowledged. But we'll go ahead and pull some oracle cards and get some more clarity on this situation. So I will pull 2 from the House of Night for more clarity. And 4 came out, so I'm going to reshuffle. So more clarity on this situation for my clairaudient folks. Okay, let's see. And we have belonging. Okay. And one more. I keep doing that. Okay, one more. One more message. And we have High Priestess of Fire. So the High Priestess of Fire is the element of fire. And belonging is you wanting to belong somewhere. So maybe you're needing to see and acknowledge these gifts to get that spark, that light that you need in order to hear these messages and feel like you belong. Maybe you do feel like you just belong in this physical realm, but if you don't, acknowledging your gifts will give you that spark that you need in order to exist in this physical realm. It'll give you that passion, that feeling of belonging, because the world is made up, because the universe is made up of so many different layers. Maybe you don't feel like you don't belong in this specific one because you don't have the spark to. And I feel like you can rise from the ashes. It looks like there's a phoenix in here. I'm not sure if you can see it or if that even is one. But I see a snake in there too. But I feel like you can rise from the ashes and start hearing these messages meant for you. You just need to be more aware of them and know that you do belong here on earth, but you also have guides in the spirit realm as well. And maybe you can hear those voices too. I have a story when I was staying with my grandma Helen. I was like 13, 14 years old. I was helping her because she had lung cancer. Well, I was taking a nap and I heard my mom's voice. I heard her say, "Jasmine," and I woke up. But the thing is, my mom was in a whole nother city. She wasn't there. It was just me and my grandma in that house. Well, I went to go in the living room to see who called me, and I saw my grandmother in a precarious situation. Like, she needed my help. And if I had not woken up at that time, I wouldn't have been able to help her. The chemo treatments make you kind of make it very difficult sometimes to see things, to it gets you a little like delirious. So she wasn't really sure what she was doing. But because I was there, and I heard that voice, I was able to help her in that situation. And I feel like these spirits, these voices, clairaudience is an ability that will help you belong. Like, it can help you in situations like the one I had. I don't know if anybody has had an experience like that. I would love to hear about it in the comments if you've had. But that has been my experience with the spirits, like actually physically talking to me in the physical realm. And then it's not only about that. It kind of also reminds me, you know how Bumblebee talks through the radio, like different stations? That's kind of similar to clairaudience. So you just have to be aware of what's going on, and if you asked for a sign, be aware that it can come in many different ways. Like these cups here, many different ways. So I'm going to pull a few more oracle cards to get more information. This is off the Amenti deck. Oh, I had this other card in here from my deck. Took that out. How did it even get in there? I'm gonna reshuffle these. Okay. Try again. More clarity on this group 2 of clairaudience. And we have, I hold purity in high esteem. And purity is meaning truth. I hold truth in high esteem. So you have to know that it's real in order for it to resonate with you. You have to like hear it yourself, is what I'm saying. Is what I'm getting. And then we have, I give blessings. Okay. Oops, I did it again. Okay, so I hold purity in high esteem, like I said, shows you needing the truth, needing it to be truthful in order for you to fully embrace it. And see how she's put on this pedestal? You're putting the idea on a pedestal. Maybe like, oh, it's too good to be true. Oh, it's silly. Oh, something like this. I can't reach that. But look, she is on top of the pedestal and she's embracing the spirit guides. These doves here. And doves symbolize truth. And roses symbolize love. I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like it could be a lotus flower. So the many different, how like a lotus flower grows through the dirt and the muck in order to see the light. You have to climb this pedestal you had put this idea on and accept it. And I'm not sure what those flowers are, but I'm showing you in case they mean something to you. And then look at her chakras are all there. So maybe working on your chakras will help you open up this gift a little more. Like aligning your chakras, some chakra meditation. You could do yoga. I like these YouTube videos with the solfeggio, I think it's called, the hertz, the sound that's supposed to help you. So that's something that you could look into. And then I give blessings. So this is about giving blessings, of course, but it came over in belonging. So like my story, being able to hear these messages, you're able to help people who need them. There's another story I read. I'm not sure exactly where I read this one, but somebody said they gave their parent a code word. Maybe it was on that Netflix series. I forgot what it's called. Once I remember. If I remember, I'll put it in the comments. But in the Netflix series, they told her mom to come back as a cardinal. That would be their sign, right? And then the mom, on the day of the funeral, the mom came back as a cardinal, and the cardinal would not leave their house. It was a clear, concise sign that she saw. And because she heard this message, she was able to come back as the cardinal and do it. So if you ask for signs, you will receive them. And then you can also give blessings to other people with the knowledge you have because of this. And the messages are subtle. Like butterflies are subtle. And butterflies also symbolize spirits visiting you. And on Dia de los Muertos, the monarch butterflies symbolize spirits come back. Pink and blue butterflies can symbolize something else to you, I'm not sure. It could also symbolize the masculine and feminine parts of us. But giving these blessings will, like I said, help you feel more belonging. It'll give you that spark you need in order to feel like life on earth is life on earth. Like you belong here. Like you're not homesick for the stars, if that makes sense. And I'll actually pull a star seed since I said that, because I think that was actually one of the cards in there. Let me get it for you. So, I feel like there's additional messages that this clairaudience group needs to hear. What are those messages? Let's see. Okay. And the first one flew out. Let's see. Devotion, potency, making your life a moving prayer. The cosmic heart. So if you make your life a moving prayer, you speak it into reality. You pray for it. You use your words and you devote time to make it potent. And this helps you give blessings and belong. For my clairaudient folk, I do believe the make your life a moving prayer is something I need to really, make your life a living prayer. Because look, right now you have all of this stuff, right? But are you speaking it into existence? Are you acknowledging it? And once you do acknowledge it, you will have that devotion to this life in order to give blessings and in order to belong. And the blockages, again, that you had was not listening, because a gift is there. It's waiting for you. It is waiting for you, and the guides want you to know that. Okay. At this time, I'm not seeing anything else from my clairaudient folks. I do feel like you do have a lot of guides on the other side trying to communicate with you. Like, even in this I Give Blessings card, they're like, she's trying to hold her hand. She's like trying to give her something, but her with her eyes closed, she's not taking it. So, or she's not acknowledging what she's getting. So those messages are there. They are there for you. You just need to acknowledge them. At this time, I'd like to thank your guides, my guides, the creators, and the collective. I'm going to do a little test for you guys. Like, I'm going to choose a song generator, like random songs. Maybe it'll give you some more insight on your reading if any of those songs resonate. I'll do like a screen capture on my phone. I feel like that would be the easiest way to do it. But yeah, and the thing about the songs is the songs are there, but look into the lyrics and see if there's a hidden message. And it's the same thing like with general readings, like take the message that resonates and leave the rest. Like if there's a part of that message that was supposed to talk to you, supposed to mean something to you, pay attention to that, because those messages, they're all different. And they're all there, but they're different for everybody. Everybody resonates in their own way. Okay, so this is for my pile 2. I'm going to use a random song generator from the site DuckDuckGo, and we'll do 4 songs. Oops. Let's go. And we have Rihanna, We Found Love, featuring Calvin Harris. Calvin Harris, I Need Love, featuring Ellie Goulding. Romeo Santos, Propuesta Indecente. Propuesta Indecente. And then Imagine Dragons, Believer. So go ahead and take a look at those lyrics, see if any of them resonated with this and with you in this reading. If it did, leave a comment for me. And like I said, this is just a random music generator. So hello pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This is for all my clairsentience folks, the people that have clear feeling. This is the group for empaths. They fall into this category. So you can feel the energies of the people and situations around you. You have a strong gut feeling. These people are natural healers and caregivers because they know exactly what it is that person needs to heal. So I'm gonna pull your tarot first, and then I'll go into your oracle cards. So one card representing you. One card representing you. One card representing you. Whoop. Okay, I'm going to pull the one that flipped over, and we have the 9 of Wands reverse. Okay, so this shows you like having a really tough time with this gift. It's a lot of work being empath, feeling the feelings of other people, and it gets exhausting sometimes, so I can definitely understand that. So a card representing your gift. Whoops. A card representing your gift. And we have strength. Look at that. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. You have the strength, like internal strength you need to overcome any obstacle. And this helps you with your gift. Like this is your gift. You're strong enough for other people to feel other people and help them in the ways that you know how, because you know how to help them. You know how to overcome this ferociousness that might come at you. Okay, so any blockages Any blockages to this gift? Any blockages? Okay. And we have the Devil. Okay. So I feel like because you're so exhausted and you do have the strength to help people, you don't know when to stop. Like this is how these people come to you right here. They're hurt, they're in pain, and you're able to help them. But in doing so, you hurt yourself. So maybe you do need a little bit of boundaries with this gift, is what I'm feeling. Yes, my empaths definitely need to set their boundaries and actually follow through with them. You may be feeling like guilty for not being able to help these people, but the Devil shows that they put themselves in this predicament. Like, they have to choose to get themselves out. They have to overcome what they need to overcome in order for them to help themselves. And you can't help someone that won't help themselves. Like, that's the thing. We want to help these people and we want to make a difference. But sometimes in doing so, it hurts us. And they, like I said, they need to choose to help themselves. And this is one of your blockages. And it's a powerful statement because look at the serpent right here in a full circle eating its tail. That means what goes around comes around, right? So if they decide to help themselves, that's the perfect opportunity for you to go in and offer your strength to them. So the Devil also rules addictions and stuff. So it might be an addiction. You might actually be addicted to helping people too, so much so that it hurts you. And then those people might have addictions that also hurt you because it's difficult to watch somebody go through that. I definitely understand that perspective, you wanting to help these people in these situations, but not being able to. And you're blocking yourself because there are other people willing to help themselves. And I know that's kind of shitty to say, but like, you can try and they can not do anything, and then you can try again, and it'll just keep going and going until you set some boundaries and be like, no, I've helped you all of these times and I can't do this anymore. So you need to see when you do that to yourself, and you need to see that you can't always help everyone. And the Strength card here shows you are strong enough to do this. And even if you feel guilty, like, you can do this and you can overcome this because it is your gift. You are extremely gifted in helping people, healing people, loving people when they need to be loved. And this, like, domesticates them in a way. But again, it's up to those people. And it's up to you whether or not you want to stay and watch them do this to themselves. Because you always have a choice. And sometimes it's to endure and help them. And sometimes it's to let go. And you know what resonates and what doesn't. So take this with, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I'm going to ask your oracle cards for some more clarity to this situation here. I'm going to pull from the House of Night. House of Night oracle. Clarity on this situation. For my clairsentience people, my empaths, we have lust and letting go. Okay. So this shows, like, maybe this is a person that you are in lust with, or you're just lusting after helping them. Because, like, people can help people because they like to help people, or it can also become an addiction to them, like they need to help people in order to feel worthy themselves. But the thing is, you are worthy and have always been worthy, even without doing this, by just being there for yourself, just helping yourself, being strong for yourself. And this is showing that it is time to let go of these people that don't want to help them, that don't want to help themselves. And maybe this is also like a significant other that you need to let go of. It could represent that. So yeah, I do feel like it's something you definitely need to let go to overcome this blockage. And you might be lusting after this feeling, or a person might be lusting after you and not allowing you to go, like allowing you, it's just bringing you down. But you need to let them go, and you need to put those boundaries in place because you're the one strong enough in order to do so. So let's get some more clarity with the Amenti Oracle. Clarity to this situation for my clairsentience people, my clear feeling. People who can feel other people's feelings. Give me more clarity on this reading, on their blockages, and what can help them. Okay, first card we have, I consume only my fair share. Okay, and this goes here. That's what I feel. Okay, one more. We have I spread joy. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look, as she lets go, she gets wings. And she spreads joy. Do you see? And this one is I consume only my fair share. So maybe you do have some addictions. Maybe somebody else does, and they are not consuming their fair share. Like in both of these, this person is taking from this person, and this person is just giving to themselves. And then maybe this is you, like you trying to help these people, and then this person is just taking too much from you. And this person is taking from you and not even appreciating it or acknowledging it. And this can also represent yourself. Like, are you giving yourself too much of yourself away to these people? Too much of yourself away to these addictions? You know, like another snake. Do you see that? Another snake eating its tail. So what goes around comes around. And this is all about being able to change too. Like, you might think the cycle is endless, but it always starts anew. Like, you can tell when it restarts. Always starts anew. And this is knowing and acknowledging what doesn't serve you. Seeing and acknowledging it. And look, she also has horns. So I consume only my fair share with empathy and my empath. And that can also be like your boundaries, like putting up boundaries to consume what you can, what doesn't make you feel like this. Nine of Wands reverse. Putting up those boundaries so that you are more able to give, more able to have strength, more able to spread the joy you can spread. And this is what's blocking you. So I don't have a test for my clairsentience folks, because you are the one that has to trust your gut feeling. So I'm just going to leave you with some advice. Your gut feeling is not your anxiety. It's that feeling of calm awareness. Like, you just know. Like, your gut tells you, your guides tell you, maybe your feelings, like your skin gets goosebumps, maybe. I feel like, yeah. And look here, look, it looks like another circle. This one isn't a snake, but this shows prosperity and new journeys. And look, the sun is shining in strength. So you have the strength to do this. You just need to believe in yourself. Set up your boundaries, get rid of these things that no longer serve you, and your gifts will open up. Once you let go, you'll be able to spread more joy by just being. And look how free she looks. She looks so, letting go. So that is all I'm seeing for my clairsentience, folks. At this time, I'd like to thank your guides, my guides, the creators, and the collective. If any of this resonated, please drop a comment, like, and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you guys. But until next time, bye. Welcome, Pile 4, to your reading. This is for all my claircognizance people, or people who are clear knowing. This includes epiphanies, answers you don't know how you knew the answer to, but you just know. And that answer turns out to be right and true. So truths pop into your mind out of nowhere. This is about you and your gifts and how, and if you have any blockages to those gifts. So the first card, a card that represents you. For my claircognizance people, a card that represents you. And I got 2 cards, so I'm going to put them back. A card that represents my claircognizance, my clear knowing people. My pile 4 claircognizance. And we have the world in reverse. Okay. So the world is at your fingertips. All the information that you need to know is available to you. A card representing your gifts. For my claircognizance, my clear knowing people, a card representing your gifts. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. And last but not least, a card representing any blockages. A card representing any blockages you may have to this gift. And we have the Emperor. Okay. So what I am seeing for my pile 4 claircognizance folk is that you are working on this gift. You don't know how you know some things, but you do sometimes. It just depends, I think, on the situation, the day. And your blockages is this Emperor. You're not taking, like, your stand, like, yes, I know this. So I feel like there's a lot of Aries energy in this. Aries, Taurus, and I feel like the messages are there. You know all the information is at your fingertips, and you're working on it. Like, you need to keep working on it. Like, you see when it happens. You see when you just know something and you're like, I knew it. Maybe you're like playing Jeopardy or doing something like that. Something silly that it doesn't matter if you knew it or not, but you still knew it. But the thing is, that does matter. The more you work at those little things, the more powerful your gift will become. And I feel like once you work at it, you'll become this emperor at it. Like, yeah, I know this, and it'll just come like that, like fast, like Aries fire energy. That's what I feel like it'll do. And right now, since maybe you're not trusting it, or you are trusting it but like a little weary about it, it's not as prominent as it could be. Let's get some more clarity with some oracle cards here. And I feel like these situations have happened before. Like, you just knew something. You don't know how you knew it, but you knew it, and it helped you. And you can see it helping you. I needed to. And we have High Priestess of Earth and Wishing. Okay. So maybe with this High Priestess of Earth, you are feeling really grounded to the earth, and not trusting these abilities. And that came out a lot in a few of my other piles as well. And that's the thing. I'm here to build your confidence. I'm here to tell you that you are able to build these abilities. And you're even witnessing that yourself. Like, you can see when it happens. These little things. And he's just like looking at it. He's like, these are the fruits of his labor, right? So you're able to see in the physical realm when you know something and prove it to yourself. But you need to believe in yourself more and be more of an emperor type of energy. I feel like since it's reversed, you're like pulled back and more just keeping it to yourself, really. But all of the information of the world is at your fingertips, and you have access to it. Like, look at her looking, and it's all connected to the different elements represented in this card, the different zodiac signs as well. So if any of these resonate with you, it might be talking about you. I feel like also, since this is where you're at, this is also the end of a cycle. So maybe you are ending this cycle where you only saw the little bit, and you are becoming this emperor, becoming this High Priestess of Earth, which helps you stay grounded and bloom up, grow these fruits of your labor. But the thing is, you can't be too connected to the earth and then not connected enough to the spiritual part of it. You need to do both. You need to have a good balance of both. And wishing could also be you wishing for the outcome that you wanted. So maybe you get like discouraged when you're wrong, but that's okay. That's normal. Like, you're learning how to embrace this gift, and you're not always going to be right. You're going to be learning things all the time on how to build this gift. But once you do start building this gift, you won't be wishing anymore. You'll be seeing, like in the Seven of Pentacles, you'll be seeing more of the fruits of your labor. Okay, let's pull a few more from the Amenti Oracle deck. More clarity on this situation. Whoops. And that's 3, so I'm going to put it back. Clarity for my claircognizance people. And this 3 again, so try again. Clarity for my people who are clear knowing. Give them a clear sign. Oops. Okay, those 2 are perfect, so I'll just take the 2. I speak with good intent, and I keep my own counsel. Okay, so look at that. Like I was saying with this Emperor reverse card, you're going more within. I keep my own counsel. You're not sharing this gift with anyone. You're keeping it to yourself until you can prove to yourself that you have this gift, like in this physical reality. And the thing is, look at this eye watching over you. Like, the guides, and they see you doing this, but they know you can be so much more. You can have the world, all of the information. You can have it, but you need to be more open about it. And if you don't feel comfortable enough to be open about it yet, that's okay. Like I said, you're still learning. And now that you are aware, you might become more open about it. But the other thing is, keeping your own counsel is a good thing. Like, your intuition, your knowing your truth is all that matters. Like, yes, because this feather represents Mat, which is the goddess of karma, of creation in Egyptian times. And like, she's holding it to her chest, like she's keeping all of this information to herself, but she has that information. Like, you have, like I said, you have the world at your fingertips. You have it there. You just need to open your eye a little bit and be more open to it. Trust yourself is another big thing I'm getting. Trust yourself, because you do know. And like, everyone has their own truth in their spiritual journey, and none of them are wrong. Like, everybody has their own opinions and stuff, and that influences other people, which causes them to think of their own opinions and stuff, and it goes on. So the truth, until we get to the ultimate truth. And I feel like you want to know that ultimate truth already, but that's not how it works. We journey to get to that truth, and we might not get it in one lifetime. And then I speak with good intent. So maybe, like I said, you're not believing yourself. Like, when you're right, be like, oh no, that couldn't be true, or something. Like, you get right on something silly, like I said earlier, but you're speaking ill intent of yourself. You're blocking your gift from yourself by doing that. If you acknowledge when you're right, that will bring more opportunities for you to be right, if that makes sense. And then keeping your own counsel while doing this, like, it will start to show you the fruits of your labor. Like, here too, flowers are blooming, and she's connected to the stars. Like, they'll give you what you give them. So knowing, keeping your own counsel, trusting your intuition. So I speak with good intent, and I keep my own counsel. And you see how one's black and one's white? You have to see duality in things, both sides to something. So, like when I was saying earlier that your truth is the truth, yes, but you have to be open to everyone else's truths. See how we're all connected? All of these threads show that we are connected to all of the people around us. So you have to be aware of that as well. And speaking with good intent is not only for yourself, but for other people as well. Animals, things that come up in your life. Like, you know the truth, and you can feel it when it happens, and you can see it when it happens. You just need to practice more. So for my clear knowing people, you know, like, you just need to trust yourself. And that's something I'm working on too, like confidence. Because I know I have these gifts, but I need to practice them. I need to prove to myself I have them, I guess. And that's kind of the same way you're going. That's the same way you're doing it too. Like, you have to see it in the physical realm in order to like embrace it. And you need to believe and trust in yourself. And the High Priestess of Earth can also symbolize Gaia. The Earth is here to help you. The world and everything around you in this world matters. Like, everything, every thought, every sentence, everything ever written, every idea matters because it affects other people's thoughts, and it ripple effects into society. So if you speak with good intent instead of wishing, or wishing you spoke with good intent, you need to start. And then you'll become this emperor and be in charge of this ability and prove to people and show them. And you don't even need to do that. You just need to prove to yourself. Like, that's really what's going on, is you need to prove to yourself that you have these gifts. So at the end of this video, I'm going to do a short test. I'm going to think of a word, and my claircognizance people, if you can guess that word, then you know your gift is actively working. And yeah, at this time, I'd like to thank your guides and my guides, the creators and the collective. Stop holding yourself back, because you see it happening. Like, you see these things in front of your face. Like, seeing is believing, and you're seeing, so you need to start believing. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for my pile 4, my claircognizant people. I'm not giving you any hints. What is the word I am thinking of? It'll be on this card here. I don't know if you have these cards or not, but I'll give you a few seconds to take a couple of deep breaths, and then I will reveal the word. Okay. And we have portal. I did portal today for the 555 portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Wild card. Decide to trust yourself, because you can see the truths of your reality. Take care, guys. Until next time.